Good morning and welcome to Let's Talk Stroke. I am your host and stroke survivor, Jerry Wald. And for those of you that are new here, and I appreciate it first of all, and started doing the show, boy, it's been some time, about 5, 6 years ago, I believe. And just to bring awareness to stroke, that's what it's all about: stroke, TBI, aphasia, brain injury, and also to provide a platform for survivors to share their journeys. And I see you all out here. And if I don't get to recognizing you, I apologize, but thank you for being here. And if you are new to the show and watching on YouTube, please if share it. And if you like the show, please hit the like button and subscribe button. So it makes sense. But anyway, again, thank you for being here. And this show today, I really wanted to talk about to want to talk about if I could talk to myself right after my stroke, what would I say? And I would love to hear what you guys say too. What would you uh, what would you say to yourself right after your stroke? That's, to me, it was really important because I didn't think about it because I was really out of it. You know, on a stroke for I don't know how many times do I don't even remember. Um, but I look back and thinking, what would I have said? And I'll tell you what I would say, and a lot of things. Thank you, James, Lynn, all you guys, Colleen. Thank you guys for being here, and I really appreciate it. So, what would I say? Good morning, and again, Happy New Year to everybody. I appreciate you being here, and it means a lot. So, what would I say after my stroke, or if I could talk to myself? And what would I say? Not like years later, not once things got clearer, uh, but right now in that hospital bed. It's kind of crazy, but right there in the hospital, as I said, um, some of the things that I probably would have said, and it's everybody's different, and that's I'd love to hear what you guys say too. What would you say right after your stroke, if you can remember? So now I'm recognizing it. So I would say, I know that you're scared. Uh, that's an understatement. I know you don't recognize your own body. Um, I know you're wondering, is life going to be how it used to be? Is life as you knew it? Is it over? I mean, that's kind of clear for me. But I want you to hear this first. You're still you. Remember that you are still you. Um, even now, even like this, right now, everything feels. And this is true, and still is to me too. Everything right now feels so loud. The machines that. Okay, I'm right now, but back right after I had my stroke in the hospital. Everything feels loud. The machines, the questions. Um, People are just really trying to tell you not to worry. It looks the looks on people's faces that say they're trying not to worry you, but they are. Um, you're going to feel pressure, the pressure to be strong, pressure to stay positive, pressure to fight. But listen to me carefully. Um, you don't have to fight today. Today is your job. The only job you have um, then is, when I look back, is to survive. Um, there will be moments when you feel broken. I mean, who does not think that, had that feeling? Moments when you think, I'll never be who I was. And I've talked to some survivors out there that just had their stroke, and that's kind of like what they're saying. You feel broken, when you think, I'll never be who I was. But you will. And you're right. I mean, you go through that. But what no one tells you is you're not becoming less. You're becoming different. Um, and not all the time. You find a meaning, a purpose, and that doesn't mean you're worse. I wish I could tell you you're. you're not, don't rush healing, because you're going to want timelines, dates, milestones. Um, I know for me, I thought, okay, you'll ask yourself, when will I walk better? That was huge. When will I get my speech back? Okay, I'm a little that. But healing doesn't follow a calendar. Everybody's different. Progress will come in quiet ways, um, ways ways that no one claps for, um, ways that don't show up in a scan or charts. Does that? Hopefully that makes sense. But let's take the first day. You don't cry in the shower. That's important. Um, what was the other one? I was thinking earlier. The first day you laugh again, that counts. Um, all of it counts. Everything. Even you'll have grief, real grief. Let's see. I don't want to miss any comments. Love to see what you guys are saying. Um, have patience. I agree, Lindora. I felt the same person, but stripped of all abilities. That I know, me too. Um, we find our superpowers. Absolutely. And good morning, Kara. Um, when I was in the emergency, yeah, what truck hit me? Yeah, I agree. Thank you guys for really, really. Let me get back to where I was here, but it's important. You're going to mourn the life you had. I mean, that's in. I'm looking back. Um, the ease, the independence, but things do change. It's not the same for everyone. The person you were before your stroke, and I need you to know something important. Grief doesn't mean that you're ungrateful. Grief means you cared. You'll be thankful to be alive, and that's something that you just got to really be thankful for. Grief means you cared. Um, you can be thankful to be alive and still be heartbroken. Both can live in the same body. Um, and thing, I don't know how many people have said this. Um, I know. Now this is just me. Um, you're going to compare yourself to others, other survivors, other recoveries. Because I still hear some people, why did they recover so fast? Or other timelines. But please don't. You don't see their full story. Like I said, every story, you guys know this, every stroke is different. Every story is different. So we don't see their full story. And they don't see yours, right? They don't see your story. They don't see, what we've gone through. So comparison, okay, comparison. Does that make sense? Comparison. You don't see their whole story, as I mentioned. You will steal your hope if you let it. Instead, measure progress like this, right? I am trying. I am showing up. Important. You are showing up. Don't just sit around and do nothing. I am still here. And if you, if the answer is yes, you're doing enough. There will be times that you feel invincible and not. Days people assume you're fine because how many people have been told, uh, you look okay, you look fine, but I see you. You know, I see the exhaustion, um, the frustration, the strength it takes just to get through a regular day. Oh, let me just ask if anybody knows Faisal out there. Does anybody know Faisal? Um, I love you too. Um, if any know, everybody knows Faisal and they don't know where's he been. Uh, well, he'll reach out to everyone. Um, he'll reach out to him, but he's doing way better. So I just want to throw that before I forget. So good morning again. If I missed you, and please, if you follow along with this, this is to me, it was really important. So one day at a time is what this is all about. Um, so you will use the pain to help someone else feel less not alone. I hopefully you got that. You won't believe that right now. Trust me. I mean, I'm just looking at me the way I was. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it right now, but it is coming for you guys that are new. Do I say newbies? But so if I could talk to you right after your stroke, I'd say this. And I saw it on one of the comments. And sorry if I'm just. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. So be patient with yourself. Speak to yourself gently. Rest, and it's important, rest without guilt. Celebrate outcomes. Effort. Did that make sense? Like I said that wrong. Be, celebrate effort, not your outcome. And most of all, I may have mentioned this earlier, but stay. Stay when it's even hard. Stay when hope feels far away. Um, Stay when the future looks like you imagined. Because years from now, you're going to look back and say, "Wow, look how far I have come." You didn't just survive; you grew. And so, for those of you that really are listening um, right now, who is in their early stages, as I said, in your early stages, like a newbie, or years into it, this message is for you too. So you're not behind, and you're not failing. You're not failing. You're healing. And you're healing one day at a time. So remember that. And I know a lot of you guys may, and I'll go through it because I probably missed a lot of the comments. But if I could talk to myself right after my stroke, what would I say? Not like years later, um, not once things get clearer. And I put that in the promo when I started. What am I going to talk about? But right here in that hospital bed, the first thing, well, because I don't know how you guys, but for me, I was out of it for 9 days, 2.5 or close to 3 months in the hospital. You say to yourself, I know you're scared. I'm talking to myself. I know you're scared. I know you don't recognize your own body. I know you're wondering if life as you knew it, is it over? It's not. It's not over at all. Okay, now I'm going to go into some of these, and Wayne, we do need to talk. But yeah, let's. Um, never. I'm going to look at these comments, and again, you guys, please. Um, I really do appreciate you all being here. And again, if you have not subscribed or liked my, just hit the like button on YouTube. I typically am leaning more to YouTube, but in some cases you grow. Hey, Gerald Chapman, um, nice to see you. Some cases you grow, not all the time. All the time, I'm a 100% with that. Um, you look back. You always look back, because that's what I hear all the time, and I know that from doing these shows. Is look back and say, and I believe you guys should record yourself to see where the progress is going. And you're right, and it's January. This is a big year. Really, um, take care of yourselves, and ask for help if you need it. So important. John, yes, yes, I know. Thank you guys, and good. Zane, nice to see you too. Nice to see everybody. And so I don't have my glasses. Hi, my daughter has shared this with me. My stroke was November 6th. Hey, be patient with yourself. That's so important. You have to be patient with yourself. In the beginning, I I wasn't patient at all. I thought, and I've talked to some of you. I've talked to you, and I've seen people say, why am I not getting better now. I thought this healing or recovery journey is going to be, like that. Um, you know, I've talked to people in the hospitals. Um, I don't want to tell you or just I don't know how discourage you. I know that didn't come out right, but say, you know what, it's going to take some time. And I go in the hospitals and I talk to them, and they want their thing is, I'm getting better, like in a month, right? I'm going to be better walking and all that. What do you say to someone that says that I'm I'm going to get better in a month? No. I mean, do you say that? It's going to take some time, Stephen. Right? Patience, and a lot of people of you have said that. Be patient, and it's so true. Be patient, and uh, Clarita. I hope I don't have my glasses on, so I hope I'm not screwing up your good morning, Boyd. I hope I'm not screwing up your name, butchering it. But anyway, um, mine is, I do this, say this all the time. Stroke is not for the weak. Some people don't like me saying it, but it's not. Stroke is not for the weak. But and feel free, reach out to me if you'd like to be a guest on the show. And I would be glad to have you on. You share your journey. I do typically, my shows are consistent Monday and Tuesday and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Central Time. So please reach out if you'd like to be sharing your journey on the show. And as I said before, every stroke journey is completely different. So I got you, Mike. Um, but yeah, I'm with you on this. So let's have a great rest of week. Today is Tuesday, and I hope you all have a great rest of your week. I know this is fairly quick, but I just wanted to talk about this. This is very, very is this is so very important. So my uh, I'd like to keep, because I know a lot of you guys have put it in here. If I could talk to myself right after my stroke, not like as many years as I am. No, no. Um, not when things got clearer, but now, right there when you're in your hospital bed. What would you say? I already put down what mine was, and I put it in the promo. What's for me is I know you're scared. I mean, yes. I mean, your pride. Does anybody agree with me? Your pride. I mean, really kind of goes out the window. Someone else is they're bathing you. I mean, you really have to really know things change completely. And I'm looking at this. Thank you, Yvonne. And you're right. And Patricia, thank you for being here. Well, thank you all, guys, for gals, guys, to be in there. Some people recover quickly. Some people are riding around. Yeah, Yvonne, I know. I mean, 15 years out, and I'm still this year. I'm doing more and more and more um, to get to recover again. Not again, but working on my right side, hemorrhagic stroke. I know. I don't want to say I used to be so active as well, Michelle. Okay, and this is very true, Clarity. This is very, very true. Um, what did you say? I felt ashamed, like it was my fault. I know you. I know you're fairly a newbie into this, but I did too. I was embarrassed that I had a stroke. When I had my stroke, I was embarrassed. I actually, they put you into it. Yes, I go to the stroke support groups when I was in the hospital. I am doing it now too. But when I was in the stroke support groups, I don't know if they had that, but I hid behind people so they wouldn't call on me and say anything. First of all, I couldn't really talk. I'm actually I just want to give myself a pat on the back. Is I'm actually speaking fairly well. I don't know. I don't want to throw that out there, but that's me. I know how I feel. But I was embarrassed that I had a stroke, and I know you said it was you felt like your fault. I did too. I just couldn't deal with it. But now, I'm 15 years post stroke, so and last October. So it's I felt the same way, but it is not your fault. Um, it's not your fault at all. Um, so hopefully you take that to heart because you need to feel that it's not your fault. Um, Mike, you hated asking for help, but don't anymore. I need help sometimes. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help. Um, there are so many, you know, genuine people out there that will help you. So remember that because I know I don't know people don't like when I say this. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. So please don't feel bad about asking for help. It's okay to ask for help. So that is something that I I'm okay with now. I don't as much because there's some people I have a huge family, so a lot of people will just come up to me to help me. They know that I'm walking like a penguin, and that's just part of it. And I so and also feel free to reach out to me if you want to be on the show. Then okay, Claire, um, let me bring this out here. Okay, so Yvonne, if anybody doesn't know Yvonne, she is from Greece, Athens, Greece. So you had to accept the whole process. I couldn't speak for myself. The first time in my life, I felt important, impotent. Yes, Yvonne, I know. It took me and the thing is, whoever is new, please record yourself. I know it sounds silly, but record yourself. Um, because in the beginning, I didn't want to I didn't want to go to speech therapy. And the reason is because my speech therapist told me it's just a matter of time you're going to lose your job. Right. I'm not going to lose my job. They love me there. Well, anyway, he was right. Lost my job. So never went back to him until years later. And it that's a whole new story. But the reason I say record yourself is because you'll listen yourself back and say, "Oh my gosh, I do have an issue. I'm talking like all different directions." So just remember that. That to me, I think that's very important. That means a lot. So, but let's see any more. And let's see here, Michael Peters. Nice to see you as always. I hate asking for help. I know me. We do. We need help. I agree. Thank you guys for making these comments and feel free. If you want to ask me any questions, I mean, I don't maybe have the answer, but I'm with you on this. This is so. I know I'll highlight if you got. I know I can go through every one of these because it's really important for me to. I get so much out of this. This show and you guys being here. I absolutely love this. So I felt humiliated. I know you are just your pride goes south. You know. Um, let's see that I miss here. Let's see. Okay. So Stephen Albright is saying they closed where I was working while I was still in the hospitals. CVS closed 200 locations this year. Yeah, it's tough. So, but if there's any other questions, you can always reach out to me after the fact. Or put them in the comment. She's doing good, Michael. Mike. You see, my Barb's doing good. She's very I'm busy working on how she's totally busy. So, but thank you for asking. Mark, have a great day with you too. Mark, thank you for being here, and I appreciate it. Um, Means a lot. Um, and would you say here, Mr. James Jack, everything you need is for you. Be patient, and you will be better every day. Yeah, and that's why I say that you can't you can't maybe you can't see the progress, but when you go back, to me that's good. I always didn't like to videotape myself, and then I did after the fact, and I said, okay. Um, I look back at those videos. Wow, I moved my leg, or better, I walked without my cane or my walker. Um, so important. So that this to me was just such an important topic that I love. Is if I could talk to myself right now after my stroke, what would I say? You know, while I was in the hospital, why I was in the bed, what would I say? I didn't know what to say. I mean, I don't know how many people said, um, "What would you say?" That don't make sense. But anyway, you guys, I really appreciate it, and thank you, all of you, for being here, sharing your insights here. You tell anybody it's not the physical difference that hurt. Right? And okay, um, if can anybody see that? You are right, Yvonne. That to me is probably the hugest thing that I went through too. Besides the physical and all that, it's the mental stuff that we go through. It's the emotional impact of this. It's tough. I'm trying to say things that won't offend anybody. You won't understand it unless you go through it. Hopefully that didn't offend anybody, but I that was me. I you know, and still, you got to keep yourself busy. That's what helps me. Keep yourself busy. Um, so anyway, any any last questions? But I tell you, you guys can still comment on here. Uh, you can still comment on this. Um, and Miss Kara Starr, I'm bringing up you, Gary. You're a great example of letting God use hard stuff in your life to help those. Grateful for you, my friend. Thank you so much, Kara. And I appreciate you as well. Um, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And please, uh, Lindora, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys being here. Means a lot. I get stuff out of this, so I hope you understand that. Thank you, Lindor. Have a great week, everyone. Yeah, and we'll see you on Thursday. So be safe out there. Happy New Year, and we will obviously see you again.